Hi Libra, welcome to June. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space around this reading. And I want to say thank you for those who have subscribed to this channel. Thank you for liking and subscribing and commenting. And for those who have ordered readings, I appreciate your support. Thank you for choosing me. And if anyone's new, welcome. I hope you're enjoying these videos and the readings. So, I really enjoy reading all the comments also. So thank you for doing that. So what's coming up for Libra for June? We have a new moon in Gemini, which is favorable to Libra, and a full moon in Sag. The new moon in Gemini is on the 3rd of June, and the full moon's on the 17th of June. And we'll get into where that's falling in your chart later. But for now, let's see what the cards say. What does Libra need to know about love and relationship for the month of June? What does Libra need to know about love and relationship? Love and relationships for the month of June. The Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Six of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Hierophant, the Seven of Cups, the Lovers, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. So, you have two aces in this reading, new beginnings. So starting out in June, you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is definitely some type of career success or a new beginning that's tangible. And crossed by the Emperor, you could be getting some type of promotion or a job offer that's putting you in a position of leadership. It could also mean that you're dealing with this Emperor character, like you're dealing with someone who is very stable, very disciplined, very organized. Sometimes the Emperor can represent, it could be a Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries energy. This is the boss card or the CEO card. So maybe you're having a relationship with someone that you work with that's in a position of authority. But it could be a business partnership with the Ace of Pentacles. But it's bringing more stability, and it's bringing, I don't know, I just feel like you're dealing with someone that you can trust. Someone that brings greater stability to your life. So if it's a relationship, this person, you can count on this person. They're not going anywhere. They're not one of these fly-by-night types. They're someone that's very methodical, very dependable. Someone who knows how to build things, who values stability. You could also be connecting, you have the Six of Cups here. You're connecting with someone from the past. The Six of Cups is a card of healing from the past and sometimes revisiting the past. The Four of Wands, it could be a time that the Four of Wands is a card of victory and stability. In some cases, it's even a card of marriage. So you could be considering some of you might be considering making a commitment. If you're dealing with someone, whoever you're dealing with, they're very, very organized, very structured. They know how to make things happen. They like to build things. They like to create. They might be in a position of leadership or a position of authority. Anyway, the Four of Wands is definitely a card of marriage or commitment or stability. And the Six of Cups, now you have the Five of Cups coming up here. The Five of Cups is a sense of regret. So there could be someone in your life, either you're regretting something, you're focusing on your losses with the Five of Cups. Someone is looking at what they've lost and stuck in the past. And they're not seeing what they still have in their life that's good. The Two of Cups here. The Two Cups here. So you might have suffered some losses. Maybe you're looking at a time, or you're thinking back to a time when life was more stable, when life was happier. Maybe you're thinking of of past relationships even, and feeling a sense of sorrow over what's no longer in your life. But the person with this Two of Cups, these two cups, you still have something that's there. It's not a total loss. So the fives can sometimes represent instability in a situation. Like you might feel like you're going through this transition or this unstable time. But the five can also mean that someone from the past returns, like an old love, or someone that you once knew is coming back, wanting to reestablish a connection. But the Eight of Swords is here. So someone is feeling, there's a fear. Like you're afraid to reach out to this person. Or you're afraid to move out of, you're stuck. You're feeling stuck. If it's not you, it's the other person. Someone is afraid to move out of their stuck situation and free themselves from the past, from a memory of a past. Because the Six of Cups is definitely, it's connecting with people from the past, maybe even past life. But the Six of Cups is also people from the past coming back into your life. And maybe you're kind of hesitating, because the Eight of Swords is a fear card. It's afraid, someone who's afraid to move out of their situation, afraid to embrace something new, afraid to break out of whatever prison they've created. This is a person who feels trapped or imprisoned. You might be worried about, with the Hierophant, you could be dealing with someone who's kind of stubborn, stuck in their ways. And this could even be you. Because the Hierophant is about wanting to do the right thing, caring what other people think, following tradition. So maybe you're wanting to connect, but you're afraid to reach out. Because this is a card of someone who's like, the only thing that's holding you back is fear. There's really nothing blocking you. You can just walk away from your sorrows or your whatever's limiting you, whatever's making you feel stuck and trapped. You can just walk away. You're not being forced to stay. But there's a fear of giving up that situation. And maybe there's some confusion. Maybe there's someone in your life. Because this is the Seven of Cups. There could be several options. You might have a lot of... And with the Lovers, that's a card of choices. So you could have an opportunity to connect with someone on a very deep level. The Lovers is a very strong attraction. Maybe even a soulmate connection. But there's always an element of choice. And with the Seven of Cups here, you might be stuck in the choices. Which for Libra is, Libras are often, they have difficulty making decisions. And the reason for that is because you can see both sides so clearly that both options look good. Sometimes people are only, they can only see one side of a situation. And I go, no, I'm going to do this because this is the right thing to do. Well, with a Libra, you're like, well, if I do this, this could happen. But if I do that, that could happen. And, so you're like, I don't know what to do. You're like stuck. It's like you're paralyzed. You're stuck in the choices. I don't know which to choose. I don't know what path to go down. I have all these options and I don't know what's the right one for me. And this choice is serious because with the Lovers, whatever you choose, it's not like you're choosing vanilla and chocolate. Your life is going to be affected by the choice. And if you choose one thing over another, the other thing is going to go away. So you have to make sure you know what you really want. What do I really want? What is going to make me happy? If it's a relationship, if you're trying to choose in a relationship, you might be thinking, well, is this relationship going to be good for me? Or is the other situation going to be better for me? What is it that I really need? You have to sit down and ask yourself, what am I looking for? I think in this reading, you're looking for stability. You're looking for someone that's going to be there for you. Someone that you can count on. You don't want any fly-by-night relationships. You want a serious commitment. If you do give your heart away, you want to be committed. You don't want to just, live with someone or date someone for, forever. You want to know that that person has your back, that that person is going to be there for you. And even if it's a career opportunity, you want to make sure that it's stable, that it's not just a temporary thing. You're not looking for temporary, you're looking for stability. And you want to be with someone that you can count on, that's going to work as hard as you do for a relationship. Someone that you can depend on. And you have this Ace of Wands as an outcome, so you have an opportunity for a new beginning. This could be a career opportunity, but it could also be a love relationship. It's really, the only thing that's stopping all this new beginning from happening is you and your fear. And being stuck in the choices. It's like you're afraid to take that step. You're afraid to take that opportunity. Or you're afraid, and even if it's not two different things, it could be a situation of, do I stay where I'm at? Do I stay in my current situation? Or do I choose this new opportunity? So it's not necessarily that you're choosing between two people. It could be like, okay, I'm not dating anyone, or I'm not in a relationship, and now here's this potential opportunity to connect with someone. Do I want to do that? Do I want to go there? So, for some of you it might be two people. For some of you it might be, do I stay stuck in my current life, or do I accept this new opportunity? And it could be that you're really thinking about the past, and you don't want to make, you've learned a lot, so you don't want to make any mistakes. And with the Five of Cups, sometimes that's a card of regret. You've made some mistakes. Everybody has. Everyone's made mistakes. No one goes through life without making mistakes. So don't be too hard on yourself. Learn from your mistakes and make the future better. That's what this card's about. This is about learning from the past, healing from the past, taking that knowledge into the future so that you don't make the same mistakes in the new situation. So when opportunity is going to come to you in June, and you have to decide whether you want to accept it. And if you do, there could be it could be a serious relationship. It could be something that you can really count on. Maybe that's what scares you. I don't know. But why are you so afraid? You have to drop the fear. Otherwise you'll always feel stuck. Nothing is going to change. Mourn the past, release the past. But don't turn your back on what you still have to work with in this life. In the future, you still have these two cups that you're not drinking from. So maybe there are two, because there's two cups. It could be that there's two, that you're choosing between two options. So choose wisely. That's all I have to say. Choose what situation is gonna give you what you really need. And before you can make that choice, you have to know that. So that's where you need to be. You need to be asking yourself, what do I need in a relationship? What is going to bring me happiness? And it's not like, a relationship is going to bring you happiness. But because you have to be happy within. No relationship can make you happy. But everyone has certain requirements. And they have certain deal breakers. So what are your deal breakers? And what are your requirements? And see which option is going to fulfill that list the best. And then choose wisely. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So you have the new moon in the 9th house. Neptune's in the 6th house, squaring the new moon. So there could be some confusion around work. Maybe you're thinking about either traveling or enrolling in either teaching or learning, enrolling in a course to better your skills. So with the 9th house, you have this opportunity to advance your education. You have Jupiter in the 3rd house, so this is a good time to get involved in some type of project that involves communication, getting your message out. So if you're in some type of marketing, either marketing or learning new skills, teaching, learning, this is the time to do it. If you want to upgrade your skills, now's the time. Venus is in the 8th house. So you have the opportunity in June for intimacy. You could get involved with someone that can change your life in a big way. Because the 8th house is bringing money, it's bringing financial support. So if you're trying to, if you're wanting to financial support to learn new skills, the money's going to be there. You're going to get funded. But also Venus in the 8th can bring, because the 8th house is the house of intimacy. It's also the house of, your partner's money or your money that you get from others, investments. But you have Pluto and Saturn going through the 4th house. So your house, you're wanting to put down roots somewhere. Pluto has already transformed. It's transforming you're dealing with a lot of childhood issues, or a lot of maybe even mother issues. You're having to confront issues around motherhood or your mother figures in your life. And Pluto's bringing that up, bringing childhood wounds to the surface so that you can see them and heal them. And with Saturn there, it's, you have to do the work. You have to be realistic. You have to see the reality. You can't live in a fantasy. You can't ignore things anymore. You have to see the reality. What's blocking me from having the home and the family that I want? What's blocking me from putting down roots? There could be some psychological issues that you need to face. And Pluto will help you face them. And Pluto is, you might even be rebuilding a house or remodeling when Pluto's in the 4th house. And Saturn in the 4th house, you might be buying property or selling property. You want to find your roots. You want to establish a home base. The full moon is again across the 3rd and 9th house. It's your communication sector. So this is a month where it would be good to communicate your needs to others. And if you need to learn new skills, it's a good time for signing contracts. Something might be coming to completion at the end of the month. There's also going to be some power struggles around work and home life, because you have Mars and Mercury in the 10th house. So you're going to be really a lot of your energy is going to be focused on career and your standing in life, your status in life. Where am I going with my career? How am I being seen in the world in terms of my career? And then at the same time, you have Pluto going through the 4th house. So everything is changing. You're wanting to put down roots at the same. So you're having this work-life balance. Especially with Mars opposing Pluto, there could be some kind of power struggles around home and career. So the people that you're living with, there's a lot of powerful energy that could be inspiring you to be more ambitious. Or you could be arguing with people from home because you have a certain career goal that they're not approving of. With Mercury and Mars in Cancer, you need to make sure that whatever you do in life, you're not only helping others, but you're also nurturing yourself. You may feel like, I want to do something that helps others, where I'm caring for other people. Maybe there's someone in the home you need to care for. But you want to do work that also feeds your soul. You don't want to do work just for status. You have to enjoy the work you do. It has to feed your soul. It has to allow you, because with Mercury, you might be wanting to communicate. You might want to do, you might want a job where you're able to speak, or you have a message that you want to give to the world. Because the North Node is also in your 10th house, so it's really important that you're trying to find your soul path. You know, what am I here to do in this life? And with Cancer in the 10th house cusp, you're here to nurture and to heal. You're here to be a healer, and you're here to heal through your words, your communication skills. And Mars, through actions. You know, taking action. So if there's a wound that needs to be healed, you have to heal yourself first before you can heal others. And you may have to heal a wound that involves your early childhood, or your relationship with a mother figure or family. Something in your family needs to be healed, so that you could then be that healing influence in the world and share that message. That's the astrology. Now Venus is also at the new moon. Venus is trining Saturn. So you have the potential to change your life through love and intimacy. So if there's a relationship opportunity that comes up in June, it can really change your life in a major way, where you have more intimacy in your life, a deeper connection, a more powerful connection. Maybe something that you've never had before. I don't know. Because the 8th house is intense. And it forces you to transform. So you could transform your life through love and intimacy. And love that's not just, words. Love that's like a real bonding with someone. Maybe you're afraid of that. That's why you have this 8 of Swords here. I don't know. But you have that potential. The potential is there. So if you can overcome your fear and accept this opportunity, you'll see it will really change your life for the better. It'll help you to heal on many levels. So that's my reading for June for Libra. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you, and I hope I wish you much love and wise choices for June. I wish that you could overcome your fear to embrace love, because it's there for you. Love that's more than just superficial love. I mean, something that's really deep, like a soul union. So, have a wonderful June, Libra. If you'd like a personal reading that goes into greater detail with your own specific situation, click on the link in the description box, and we can be working together. In the meantime, enjoy, have a wonderful June, and I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.